Bob Dylan, a pivotal figure in music history, suggested that the Beatles significantly impacted folk music's prominence. In the early 1960s, folk music was a dominant force, driven by artists like Dylan, who used acoustic sounds and lyrics focused on social issues and storytelling. However, when the Beatles rose to fame in 1964, their electrified sound, catchy melodies, and global popularity shifted the music landscape. Their arrival, often called the British Invasion, captivated audiences, dominated charts, and drew attention away from the quieter, introspective folk genre. The Beatles' innovative approach, blending rock, pop, and experimental sounds, redefined what popular music could be. Their influence was so strong that folk music, once a cultural cornerstone, struggled to maintain its mainstream appeal. Dylan himself acknowledged this shift, noting how their amplified energy overshadowed folk's traditional style. This led to a perception that the Beatles ended folk music's golden era. However, the reality is more nuanced. Folk music didn't vanish. It transformed. Dylan, for instance, adapted by embracing electric rock in 1965 with albums like Highway 61 Revisited, a move partly inspired by the Beatles' creative freedom. Other folk artists like Joan Baez and Joni Mitchell continued to thrive, evolving their sound to stay relevant. The Beatles' influence pushed musicians to experiment, blending folk with rock, jazz, and other genres. The Beatles didn't destroy folk music, but reshaped the industry, challenging artists to innovate. Folk music found new forms, with artists exploring diverse styles while retaining its storytelling roots. Data from music charts in the 1960s shows that while the Beatles dominated, folk-influenced acts like Simon and Garfunkel still achieved success, proving the genre's resilience. Dylan's comment reflects a moment of disruption, but folk music's legacy endured, adapting to a new era.